For the series of collection opening videos that I've been doing, this is going to be the last round of new cards. In these boxes, we're going to have a series of light and dark decks that the previous owner of this collection had made. So we'll see what's in these. I also noticed I didn't go through them too much when I checked out the collection when I picked it up, but there are some extra cards in here as well as full decks. So I think what I'll do is I'll put these ones off to the side. This bottom one here, and we'll go through this box first. So quite a few things in here. A lot of this seems to be empty stuff for spacers. I'll just put this up to the top and we'll pull out what's in here. So empty starter deck box, but a lot of miscellaneous cards here. And starting off, that's not half bad, a P59. So looks like some useful deck building cards here. And a lot of Death Star, I should say Endor cards from maybe the Death Star 2 starter deck and otherwise. That almost looks like it could be a Endor common and uncommon set. So I'll try to keep that together. So started out with P59, not too many rares in here, but yeah, this looks like could be a common and uncommon set. See a lot of stuff in alphabetical order sorted by card type, so that is nice and easy. I can just stock those right in my store. Some more of that here. So a lot of these cards. Okay, so Coruscant now. That's a nice card. So are these, of course. That's like a $5 card in its own right. Okay, so going through the commons and uncommons before, didn't necessarily see a lot of good stuff in terms of the later sets, because like the Wisa got a Grand Army, that Gungan card, that's in here. Stinger, Slave 1, so some main starships are close to it. What's this? Oh, that's a Chalk, so it looks like we needed to make a proxy. That's one way to do it. Just take a Jabba's Palace common or uncommon because they will not be missed. It's Dr. Evasion. Okay, so a lot of these are upside down. That was a foil. Nice, an Endor, or not an Endor, a Coruscant combo card. Boba Jabba, Corran Horn foil. Oh, look at this. That's an AI foil. Looks like it's in good shape. And I see a Japanese foil here. That is a Japanese foil Vader. Awesome. So I thought it might be a Tarkin at first. Foil Aurra Singh. Foil Darth Vader. Wow, this is a nice box. Very cool. Stormtrooper Garrett. Okay, so this is almost a $30 card these days, and I got a couple of them. Very cool. There's another nice one. So looks like he wanted these ready to hand for deck building. That makes sense, and that's why a lot of them are so valuable, is because they're so good in decks. Okay, Luke Saber foil. And maybe some more random stuff in here. Alright, so that's going to be, and yeah, these all seem in pretty good shape. And there's a Lord of the Rings card. One more little stack it looks like here. Luke's lightsaber, Dash Rendar. Always good to see those. Wedge, white border wedge. I don't have many white border or New Hope. Couple of Lukes, awesome. Very nice. I don't know if I had any of these before. Definitely some edgeware there, but most people that want this card, it's not for their collection. They want to put it in a deck, so that's not bad. Okay, that's wonder if somebody got mad at this guy. Oof, I don't know if I can get that out of there. Okay. Huh. Not really sure how this happened. Seems like somebody might have taken a pen and just went to town on him. But this card has seen better days. Wonder if that was the owner of the card or the person... Okay, Imperial Command foil. And the owner of the card or the person who was playing against it that got so upset. Would love to hear the story of that game. And 2 Imperial Command foils, reflections, 3 foils. A little bit of... you can kind of see some pock marking on the surface there. But otherwise, real nice shape. Okay. So definitely some useful cards there that are going to be good in decks. Empty box again. Empty box. Empty sleeves and boxes are also in here. Now here's some actual decks, it looks like. Maybe this is shields. Maybe this is just sleeves. I can't tell if there's cards in here or not. Okay, so that's just sleeves. And I'm guessing this one's going to be just sleeves too then. Nope, there's cards in here. Okay, let's see what we got. Looks like we have an Endor deck. Or ISB, okay. So some cards have already been taken out. That's alright. Some pretty good rares in here too. I don't know, at first when I saw cards taken out, I assumed it was going to be all the good rare cards, but no, there's Outer Rim Scout. Quite a few Outer Rim Scouts. That's a $10 card. I love this card. Been able to stack interrupts. Not a very high destiny though. But a lot of people think you're only going to stack 1 interrupt and you break out those. Foil Executor, nice. Okay. So, ooh, 2 Imperial Commands. Alright, so now I got this box, all sorts of decks in here. And we'll start with, this one says Carbon Chamber Testing. I'll put that up towards the top here. Okay, so this looks actually to be the starter deck. So when you buy a Death Star 2 pre-constructed starter deck, this is what you get. So this would be pretty good for teaching the game, some pretty basic stuff going on in here. So we won't spend too much time on that. And, okay, and that one says Light Side Death Star 2 starter, so I'll just double check, but I'm guessing we're going to see the same thing. These were at least cool because you can get you automatically got a Han and a Chewie in here. In the Light Side one, I should say. Let's see if we can find the Han and Chewie first. Okay, and an Akbar. I forgot about Akbar. Great on Mon Calamari cruisers, or at least on home one. Yeah, he lets you take a Mon Calamari character or Admiral's Order in the hand, so you couldn't even really use him in the starter deck that well. But, heck, that's nice to have a whole pre-constructed starter deck right in sleeves. If I ever need to teach anybody the game, this seems like kind of a nice moderate one to use. Instead of using all Premier cards, which might not be a whole lot of fun, these seem like they'd be pretty interactive, plus they have starting interrupts, so you get the game moving a little bit. A lot of the locations are in the same place, they're battlegrounds. I haven't played them, but it seems like they could be good. Alright, so also in this box, I just noticed some cards on the edge here. We'll see what these are. Gotta be careful I don't scratch the ones on the bottom. Okay, it was sleeves on the bottom. So this must have been in a Vader or a Trooper deck, or maybe a mix of decks. Some virtual cards in there. And I also noticed on the outside here we got some extra, so I'll get those first. Alright, so I don't know if this is going to be what they actually are, but a Cloud City deck, that one will be. Let's put that one off to the side. Diplos. That's like getting from Tatooine to Alderaan, kind of like when they're trying to do the Death Star plans in the first movie. Agents of the Black Sun. Hidden base. Okay, it'd be interesting to see what kind of hidden base that is. And no idea. So that's the Trooper deck. That one wiped the floor with me at the Montana State Tournament, I recall. Okay. So these must be the shields then. It looks like we've got a full set of shields. That's always nice to have, plus the virtual ones. So pre-made, ready to go. Then we get into the light side ones. Also pre-made, ready to go. Rule books. Okay, very nice. If I ever need to loan a deck out, that'd be a good one to have. Let's go Diplo and this deal first. Oh, had it upside down. Or maybe not. Okay, so we're going to see a lot of mid-level characters in here. Low ability, lowish ability, but some good cards. These guys count as main characters. Lando, Han. Okay, something for pulling. There's Rebel Leadership, so I'll flip these over. And try to make sure they're all in the same order. Okay, so. Awesome. 3 Rebel Leaderships, very nice. One of them foil. I actually don't have any foils in my store right now, so that is awesome to restock with one. Some real Jedi in here too. So no extra walkling, that's probably in a different deck. Okay, so yeah, a lot of decent cards, mid-level ability. Seems like there's more than 60 in here, but there probably isn't. It's just appearances. But yeah, a lot of good stuff in there. And here's our Cloud City Dark deck. Okay, and yeah, he definitely kept up on things. So this is a very new card, set 12. That was set 13 hasn't quite been released yet, although they've spoiled a lot of the card text. You can go see those on the StarWarsCCG.org webpage, the forums there. Oh man, more Imperial commands. It's like I've seen 7 so far, if my memory serves, which it doesn't always. Stormtrooper garrisons, Vaders. Okay, so it was kind of a low strength deck at first, but okay, there's all these. Foil Thrawn, very nice. Let's take him out of the sleeve. I'm out of foil Thrawns. Let's see how he's doing. Ooh, that's in really good shape. A little bit cloudy on the surface, probably not in mint, but and I guess you could say some minor scratching on the back. I'll have to take a look at it under sunlight to be sure. But at first glance, very nice condition. And one of my favorite dark side cards, being able to cancel the card that prevents you from firing weapons. That's a cool deck. And let's see, this one is No Idea. So here we're trying to, oh, that's one way to do walkling. So this is when they, in Rogue One, the movie, were trying to get the Death Star plans. Foil Han, very cool. Leia, Luke, Wedge, all sorts of good stuff. Yeah, this looks pretty similar to the one that beat me down by 30 in the Montana States, so I won't relive that memory for too long. Get that out of the way here. Hidden base is next. And I always like to see hidden base decks. This is probably well, I shouldn't say probably, but I'm used to seeing Corvettes lately, but sometimes there's some really, really odd stuff you can see. So these must be the possible hidden base systems. Can we see them from here? Yep, okay. So sometimes I put mine in double, in cases where you can't see. And then this is the deck itself, so we'll flip that over. Not used to seeing this card in a deck. Just the 6/5 deploy to forfeit was never very attractive. And here's our actual Walkling, nice. Okay, awesome. And all wings. Black Border Luke. The other all wings. So we're going to see some weapons here. So this was non-unique X-Wings, kind of a build I haven't seen before. Squadrons, okay, so maybe we saw one already, but putting down the X-Wings, deploying the squadron to replace them, and then having to forfeit it with 1 attrition against you because they're not immune, but that's okay. Alright. Some good stuff there. Especially the All Wings report in. Love to see that card. And the last one is an Agents of the Black Sun deck. He said this was his money deck, or his most expensive deck, and has to do with the number of a certain character in here, I'm sure. Some of these are kind of flipped around. So we're going to see a lot of bounty hunters. Java Space Cruiser makes sense. Probably a Shizor or 2 in here. This is supposed to be a forced push. Same Destiny, that makes sense. That's why he sort of proxied that one. Thrawn. Some Coruscant stuff. Force Lightning, that's a good sign. That we'll see the man himself. Mara Jade. Shizor, there he is. No Escape, IG-88, or Boba Fett. And here we go. So how many are in here? That's 1 Emperor, non-foil. Another non-foil. Another non-foil, and a foil. So, and another Boba Fett. That's a nice bookend for him. So 4 Emperors all at once. It's always nice to see. That foil is just a pretty card. And Boba and a couple Aura Singhs. And those are the AI version as well. Very nice. Also a cool looking card. And the AI is a lot better for the virtualized permanent weapon version because she actually has the rifle out instead of on her back like in the other picture. I think in the other one she has pistols. But yeah, 4 Emperors. That is nice to see, especially the foil. So I might do one more video just with the highlights from the collection. We'll see if I can get that together. But we pretty much went through everything already. Overall, I'm very pleased with the cards in here, the condition. There were some nice surprises, some things that I necessarily didn't know we were going to see. Like I think there was more All Wings and Imperial Commands than he said. Maybe he didn't include the ones in the deck. So overall, very satisfied with this collection buy. And it'll be nice to have my store stocked out for the foreseeable future. So you can check out that in the description if you're interested. I'm sure I'll have 1 or 2 of these Emperors up soon, plus a bunch of other cards. Thanks for watching. I hope you take a look at some of my future videos and maybe even take a look at some past ones.